Hi, I'm Robert Alexander from iChem Labs, and this is the ChemDoodle Web Sketcher Introduction tutorial for ChemDoodle Web Sketcher version 5. The 2D Web Sketcher is based on ChemDoodle and runs using HTML5. This means it is compatible with all modern browsers, including desktop and mobile devices such as iPhone, iPad, and Android. Using the Web Sketcher on a mobile or tablet device is fairly simple, as you just tap instead of left-clicking. Thus, for the purposes of the Web Sketcher tutorials, any reference to left-clicking is interchangeable with tapping depending on your device. There are two ChemDoodle sketchers, Full Sketcher and Single Molecule. These tutorials are for the Full Sketcher and do not cover the Single Molecule version, which can be accessed by clicking the Single Molecule button at the top of the interface. The Single Molecule Sketcher is a streamlined interface with some differences in available buttons and functions. It is specifically used for drawing a single molecular structure. The Full Sketcher, on the other hand, allows for the creation of multiple chemical structures, shapes, and figures all on the same drawing area. I'm going to clear the workspace. I can do this to individual objects using the Erase tool, or clear the entire workspace by clicking the Clear button once. Now I can start creating a molecule by setting one atom. My subsequent clicks are creating bonds which all work together to create a cyclohexane ring. I didn't need to draw this from scratch. Above the drawing area are a series of drawing tools. In the ring grouping, I can click the group button for more options. I'm going to stick with cyclopentane. Then I can switch back to add more single bonds. All of the bonds come out at the correct angle. This is because of a feature called the optimized zone. Outside the blue optimized zone I can place the bonds where I wish, but inside it, ChemDoodle Web Sketcher will calculate the correct bond angle and place the new atom accordingly. So now I'll change the identity of some of these atoms using the Labels Group button. When the desired atom is highlighted, like so, I just click wherever I want to place it. I've added oxygen, and now I'll add some nitrogen, and ChemDoodle Web Sketcher interprets this and displays the correct chemical information. The last option in the Group button opens the periodic table. From here, you can access any other elements you need. If I need to denote any of these elements with a specific charge, I would simply select a charge, in this case negative charge, from this Group button. With the charge selected, I left-click on an atom, giving it a charge. The two charge buttons interact, which means if I realized that I was actually supposed to put a positive charge, I can simply select that option from the Group button options and click over the negatively charged atom. I could remove any trace of a negative charge this way, or if I continue clicking, I can create the positive charge I'm looking for. Lastly, I want to add some double bonds, so pop back over to the bonds grouping and select that. Alternatively, I can undo some of those and use the single bond selection. This is because the single bond tool will add an additional bond to any bond you've highlighted. So I can increase this and go all the way past the third one and right back to the beginning with a single bond again. Okay, I've added too many double bonds here, but I can undo that using the undo tool. And of course, if I go too far back the other way, I can use the redo tool to move forward in my undone steps again. Once I've done all of this, we have a structure derived from caffeine. I'll take a closer look using the zoom in button, then I can select the molecule using an option from the selector grouping. I can then reposition the molecule by clicking and dragging inside the blue box. I'm going to zoom out again, and now I can save my molecule. The molecule is created online, which means I need to save the generated link onto my computer for future use. Right-click, then Save As, then select the file you want to save it in. There is more information available on ChemDoodle Web Sketcher in the user guide below the drawing area. Just click the tab you're interested in to learn more.